Hello everyone, welcome back, and if you're new, welcome. My name is Alba and I've been gone for a little bit. This is my first sit down talk through video in a minute, and first things first, I cut my hair like a month ago. I went on a hiatus. My dog actually passed away, not to trauma dump or anything, but that was the reason I was gone for a little bit. My dog passed away and then I cut my hair, and then now I feel like I'm back. But today I wanted to talk about some of my favorites that I've been using for the month of April. I made a little bowl here with me to make it look cute. But yeah, let's get started. So first things first, one of the biggest things that I've been into the month of April has been Bare Minerals. Oh my gosh, I am obsessed. I have the foundation. This one's in the shade Golden Beige 13. And then because I love this so much, I picked up the bronzer. This is just in the shade Warmth. And you would think that's the shade. You would think that it's dark or maybe too deep or something. It looks just like that. It's just warm. It's just warms up your face in the most beautiful way. And it's luminous, but it's not so luminous to where it's like, ugh, it's a highlighter. And it's not matte to where it's like, it looks dry. You know, it's a beautiful formula. It really is. And then my most recent purchase was the Bare Minerals Well Rested, which this is like an under eye concealer. It's more of an eye brightener than a concealer. So it's more of an eye brightener than a concealer. It's labeled concealer, but then on the packaging it's eye brightener, and I completely agree with it. It's a beautiful formula. I've been really digging into it, especially because it's been getting hotter down here in New Mexico. And what I really like about it is that it doesn't crease. And I am late to the game. I remember being young, watching the infomercials at night and always wanting to try it, but I was broke. I didn't have any money. I was just a broke teenager. And now that I have adult money, here we go. I got the whole stack, and I've been using the heck out of it the whole month. So I really like it. To be honest, it's so easy too. I just grab a brush, I buff, tap, and swirl, you know, like the method, like the infomercial. And it's worked wonders for me. I like it. I dig it. Can't recommend it enough. If you can find a shade, it works great. But the Bare Mineral system. I have a little bit of everything. This one's super random, but this Kitsch hair clip, it lays flat on my head, especially since I cut my hair. I'm going to turn around so you can see it. But I'm going to put it in a hair clip, put my hair in a hair clip type of girl and just go. And sometimes when I'm driving, I know you're not supposed to wear hair clips when you drive in case of an accident. You know, you could like, you know, could be tragic. But I just don't listen. And sometimes I do break. And my head goes like that. And I feel it and I go, ow. But not with that. I really like that. I found it at Target, I believe. It was like, there's a bigger size and there's like a blue one. There's different colors, but that one has been my best friend for a while. I love it. So... But sticking with the hair segment, my favorite ones since cutting my hair have been the Amika Undone Texture Spray and the Amika Rising Star Volumizing Finishing Spray. When I cut my hair, I was thinking Meredith Blake. I really wanted to channel like beachy type. My hair looks a mess actually, by the way. It's kind of, the weather's kind of gloomy, so the humidity kind of messed with it. But it was giving beachy earlier. But when I cut my hair, I really wanted it to reflect beachy Meredith Blake-esque type of hair. And this is exactly what that gives me. It gives me that beachy texturized curl when I go ahead and like, usually I either do like a thermal brush or I just go ahead and curl it. And I spray some of this and it looks really great. It's like really piecey, really beachy. It gives me just enough texture. You can't overdo it with this, and when you do overdo it, it does feel a little bit, not waxy, but it feels more tangly, which again, it's a texture spray. But I've been really digging this in conjunction with this, which is the Rising Star Volumizing Finishing Spray. And this, I'll show you real quick. Actually, let me just show them to you both in action. Why not? So starting off with this one. So it gives me that texture. See what I mean? Makes it more more piecey so that it doesn't all turn into like one curl one direction. And then with the volumizing, I like to grab a section, lift it, spray it, leave it up for a little bit. And then I kind of go in with the volumizing one and I do this. But yes, I've been really into these two, into hair care more than anything the month of April. But these two have been such lifesavers when it comes to a bob and it looking piecey and beachy rather than like my middle school principal type of bob. Sticking away from the makeup theme again for a little bit, I think I should have just done all of the non-makeup related items first and then go in with makeup. But I was really excited to talk about the Bare Minerals, I'm not even gonna lie. But I've been really into this fragrance by Paris Hilton. It's called Iconic and it smells very flowery. It's like a flower. I don't know how else to describe it other than like a clean, flowery smell. And it's not white flowers because I do love me a good white floral perfume, but this is more very peony heavy, very peony, pink rosy type of. It smells like peony and soap had a baby, like clean floral, and I love that. It went in my mouth. It doesn't taste good, but it smells so good. I'm not super huge into sweet fragrances. I'm more of a florally girl. I'm more of a floral clean girl. Think Way, North Bondi, Way, Melrose Place, Rose era type of perfumes. She is like a sister of Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede and a cousin to Chloe, like a Chloe fragrance. It smells really good. It's very, like I said, it's very floral heavy. So if you're into florals, you're not going to like that. If you are into peony, you're going to love this. I love this. I believe peony and like magnolia are the main two flowers that pull through. There is like a hint of sweetness. I wish I had the notes in front of me. I'll leave it in the description below, like the actual notes. But this has smelled so good on me. I've gotten quite a few compliments too. But it's, think of pink florals. Florals for spring, groundbreaking, I know. But I've been loving this perfume. If you're in the hunt for a new perfume that's very floral heavy, perfect for spring, I recommend this one so much. Okay, now let's go straight into the makeup this time around. So I was going to do a video on like my Sephora order that I got for the sale, but to be completely honest, they got here so late. Like I barely got my package this past week and it's been a week after the sale ended, but it was mostly restocks anyway. But one of the things, it's my absolute favorite lip liner in the whole wide world and I stocked up on them, are the Makeup Forever color pencils. Specifically in the shade Anywhere Caffeine and Limitless Brown. Wherever Walnut is my girl too. She's somewhere in here. But these two, oh my god. Especially this is Anywhere Caffeine. It's like the most perfect caramel mid-tone brown. And the Limitless Brown is a true dark brown. And I actually don't use Limitless Brown on my lips as much as I do Anywhere Caffeine. Anywhere Caffeine is my girl for my lips. When it comes to my lips, it goes with any lipstick, any gloss, just Anywhere Caffeine all over my lips. And then I go in with whatever lip product I was thinking of that day. And it's good to go. She goes with everything. She's great. She's not too warm, not too cool, not too pink, not too brown. She's perfect. Limitless Brown, however, I use her a lot on my eyes. And I've been really digging like doing eyeliner and in my eyes, and just, I know you can use them for like anything all over the face. I haven't tried them for contouring and bronzer and stuff, but for my eyes, this is such a beautiful shade of brown. If you have brown eyes, it pulls like the red from your, how many times can I say brown? But it pulls the red undertones from your eyes and just makes them pop. And if you pair it with like a burgundy mascara, for example, I'll show you one of my favorites here. It's such a beautiful lip combo. And it's such a beautiful eye combo and it looks so good. It makes your brown eyes stand out. So Makeup Forever, Anywhere Caffeine, and Limitless Brown, they are my girls. I love them down so bad, and I will continue to repurchase till the end of time, to be honest, because this is like my third time repurchasing them. So sticking with the eye theme, I've had two favorite mascaras this month. One of them is actually they're both L'Oreal, but one of them is a tinted version. It goes along with what I was saying for the Makeup Forever Limitless Brown. Do you see these two? You're seeing the vision now. But this is the Voluminous Original in the shade Burgundy. And that's just how it looks. It's just a standard wand. It's a burgundy, and I'm wearing it today. You can't really see it on camera. In person is where I think it stands out the most. Especially, like I said, when you're out in the sun and the sun just hits your eyes at that perfect angle, and you can see just the red pull through from that liner and the mascara. It's so beautiful. I love this. I've always had this in my makeup collection. It's my favorite color. I know a lot of people preach like greens and blue mascaras. People sleep on like purple / burgundy mascara a lot. And another mascara is the L'Oreal Extensionist Telescopic. This is how it looks. I have it in the shade black. That's the type of wand. I really like this. I feel like it fans out my lashes. I'll put it on. One of the main things that I struggle with my lashes is that they're straight and they're down. I have long lashes, but they're so straight. And with certain mascaras, if the formula is too wet, my curl just like, meow. And I don't like that. And with this, I don't get that. And I feel like it really does volumize, and it's easy to build on it. And it'll keep my lashes curled for the most time. At the end of the day, my lashes do fall, but for like a good maybe 6-7 hours, they do stay curled with this one. And I really, really like it. I've been really enjoying it. I reach for these two on the daily. So sticking with the eye theme again, I picked up a while ago the Half Magic Glitter Puck. This one's in the shade Glimmer Pop. If you love glitter, first of all, it's like a wet formula, so it does come like this, but this comes here so that you can use it all over your body. It's not just limited to your eyes, but this is the most glittery. I have to be careful because it will plop over, but it is so shimmery. And like I said, it's kind of wet. Let me swatch it. So, okay. And then watch this. And the wonderful thing is that you could apply it concentrated, or you could apply it just like a scatter. I have a brush, and I was gonna apply it earlier, but then I realized I was gonna do this video, so I was like, let me wait so I could do it on camera. But this is the Morphe eye detail brush, and I'm gonna pick up a little bit, tap it off. I have a little bit of highlight there, but can you see how that catches? It is such a beautiful formula, and I don't find that it like flakes off. It keeps that intensity, and you can apply it with a brush, or like I said, you could apply it with a finger. Look at that. Let me go ahead and do this on this side. I have really been enjoying this, to be honest. And I've used this in my hair. I've used this on my chest, like as a chest highlight. I've used this on my eyes. I've used this like right here, because I love glitter. I really do. I've used it as a highlight, and I really, really like it. Like I said, I don't find that it flakes off. If I'm wearing it on my eyes, I don't find that it flakes off at the end of the day and like it gets everywhere. It's, like I said, a wet gel type of formula. It's not cream. It's such a different texture, and I love this. I love this, love this, love this so much. But they have 4, and they recently came out with the Euphoria collection, which is like a periwinkle, and I cannot wait to get my hands on that. But I love them. I picked it up at Ulta, and if you love glitter, you're gonna love this. Now, something that caught me by surprise too for the month of April, I've tried Rhode blushes, the pocket blushes. I've tried them. I don't think they're like a oh my god type of formula. They look pretty, but I do find that they wear off quite easily. However, I picked up the Rhode pocket blush in the shade Teacup, and I really like the color more than anything. So this is how she looks. That's her swatched. It's like the most pretty, fresh raspberry, like raspberry hibiscus type of pink. It's not bright to where it's like, like those like bubblegum type of blushes, but it's not so raspberry and deep to where it like looks very similar to maybe a berry blush. It's such a unique shade to me. There's no shimmer either. It's a cream. And when you blend it out, it just looks so fresh and so dewy. And this is one of those where I don't mind having to reapply, because my issue is with the Rhode Pocket blushes. When I put it on, it only lasts me about 4 hours before I have to go back in and touch it up. And sometimes I don't have time for that. Sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes I just want to wear my makeup and go. Or sometimes when I set it with the powder changes the color and like the finish of it. It's just, I wish they would come out with like matching powder blushes. I wish that they would come out with powder blushes that would match the exact same like cream. And that way it could give me more longevity and just, you know, but I don't mind having to reapply for this color. It's so beautiful. I've been really reaching for this a lot, to be honest. And it's fresh and it's dewy and it's pink and it's gorgeous and it's the perfect spring girl color. So Rhode in Teacup. Now the last of my favorites are all lip products. I have 3 lip balms and 2 lip glosses. So we'll start off with the lip balms. I picked up 2 of the Cocoa Kind Olipop lip balms. I picked up Cherry Cola and I picked up Cream Soda. I'm running out of places to swatch, but basically Cream Soda is a clear with gold shimmer. You can see it right there. They smell so good. I don't find much of a taste with them, to be honest, but they smell delicious. This does smell like cream soda. And then this one is Cherry Cola, which is a red. And that is how she looks. I have been really reaching for these. I've been reaching this one more for like an everyday just wash of color, because it is pretty pigmented for it being a red. Because for a lip balm, it is pretty pigmented. But I've been reaching this one throughout the day, you know, just to reapply. It's been in my purse. And for nighttime, every day, I use this one. They're so good. I had never tried any Cocoa Kind lip balms, and I like the viscosity of them. I like how thick they are, but I like how thin they can sheer out. They are very moisturizing. They're not as moisturizing as my They retain moisture better than my Vitamask, but I noticed that my Vitamasks, I love Vitamask lip balms. They are so thin to where I feel like it repairs my lips really, really quick, whereas these just kind of retain that moisture, if that makes sense. So they're good at moisturizing, but they're not good at healing. And my Vitamasks, I believe, are good at healing, but they're not as good as moisturizing. Does that make sense? So I use them in conjunction. But these two, I was really surprised. Like I said, I'm kind of picky with my lip balms, and I didn't know if these were going to be like the Summer Friday ones, because the Summer Fridays are so cute and I love them and I use them, but they're more of a lip gloss type of lip balm. They're not a moisturizing. I don't reach for them when like my lips are chapped, and I have been reaching for these when my lips are chapped, and I've been really liking them. Like I said, I use this one, just plop it on, go, more for lip combos. I have used this with lip combos. Like I said, I mean, it's just a clear sparkle. It looks really pretty. I also do want to add that I get about 4-hour wear with these lip balms before I have to reapply, but I don't mind. I don't mind. By the time that I have to reapply, it's not those type of lip balms to where I have to reapply because my lips are so chapped and dry. I just have to reapply because I have to have some sort of gloss on my lips at all times. And these have been really good for that. I've just put them on and they're so cute and they smell so good. And I never thought of mixing them. I know I'm missing one of the shades too. I'm missing Strawberry Vanilla, but these are the 2 that I was able to get my hands on, and If you're on the market for a new lip balm, I think you would be really pleasantly surprised with these. Another lip balm that I picked up is the Rhode Lip Tint in the shade Sweet Pea. This smells, I don't know what it smells like, but it smells sweet. It's a pink lip balm, and I got it in conjunction with the Rhode Pocket Blush in the shade Teacup when it first came out. It's more of a warm toned pink lip balm. It's this one right here. I like this, and it's a favorite, but it's not what I reach for when I need my lips to be moisturized. This is what I need, what I reach for. This is what I reach for when I need a gloss for my lips, but I need it to be a little bit more thicker than an actual gloss. Does that make sense? I use this as a gloss. I don't really use this as a lip balm. I don't think that it's very hydrating, but it makes for a really good gloss, and it's a nice little pink. And I've used this, like I said, with Anywhere Caffeine. I line my lips, and then I pop this on top, and it looks a beautiful, it's a beautiful lip combo. But I don't really rely on this for like any moisturizing factors. I really like the color, and I really like the sheerness, and I really like the shimmeriness, and I really like, actually not shimmery, that's not the right word. I like the glossiness of this. It's not too glossy, but it has that slickness, and I like the color. So I've been using this as gloss slash a lip product as opposed to a lip balm. But to be fair, it doesn't claim to be a lip balm. It's a peptide lip tint. So I know some of the girlies were getting hate because they were saying that like it's not their favorite. It's my favorite, but not for moisturizing reasons. I got 2 more lip products and then we're done. But one of my favorite ones, it was a dopamine purchase. It was the Peeps Peeping It Real lip gloss collab with Bath and Body Works, and I got this right before Easter. It smells so good. It smells like Peeps, like sugary but not sickly sweet, marshmallowy. And I'm so sad because I wish I would have picked up 2. And that's the one thing with Bath and Body Works. I know that they come out with collabs and then they like finish off the collab and then we don't see these products again. And I really wish I would have picked up 2 because it makes me happy when I wear this. It made me so happy. I would put it on and I would get giddy and I'd be like, ee. But is it moisturizing? No. And I don't really consider this a lip gloss. The texture is like a lip oil and the shine is like a lip gloss, but it's not very moisturizing and it doesn't last long on your lips. This is like a child's gloss, but it really was one of my favorites for the month of April. I loved this so much, and I'm running out of space. Like I said, it's just a clear gloss, but like I said, it made me so happy. It smelled so good, and the package was so cute. Look at that. It's right here. It's clear. You're not going to see it. You could see the sheerness of it. You could see the glossiness of it, but I wish I would have grabbed 2. Now, my last lip product, my last favorite for the month of April. It hasn't been a favorite for too long. I've only had it for like 2 weeks, but it has lived in my purse, and that's the Revlon Photo Ready Instant Plump Serum. This caught me by surprise. First of all, this one's in the shade Lip Floaties. Yeah, 009 Lip Floaties. That's how it looks. First of all, the color is gorgeous. It's like a mauvey pink, but it smells minty, but you put it on and this burns. This burns so good. Already on my hand, I can feel it burning, but this makes your lips look so juicy. And I'm going to put some on right now because, like, you see that? I don't know how they did it or what they did to like pull it off, but this is so plumping. This is just as plumping as the Too Faced lip injection for like half the price. I have been meaning to pick up other colors. I know they have a clear one. I think I'm gonna pick that one up next, but this was honestly, this was just an impulse purchase, and I'm so happy that I picked it up because I really do love me a good lip plumper, and I enjoy the tingliness and the plumpiness and the mintiness of a good lip plumper. And this one was so good. It's been so good. I can feel it plumping already. If you're on the market for a lip plumper, I really recommend this. It's not sticky either. It's pretty slick, It does last a while, and I do feel a difference, and I see a difference more than anything when it comes to like my lip lines. But it was a good color. It was a good purchase. And then it has this technology where it feels cold at first and it like plumpy and it feels minty, but then it feels hot. It's like icy hot, but in a good way. But also if you're sensitive to lip plumpers, I don't recommend you get this because it's intense. I love it. I love the tinglies. So those are all the things that have kept me going and gave me dopamine the last month because it was kind of rough, and it's okay. It's in the past. We're moving forward. I'm happy to be here. And if you made it this far, I'm happy that you're here. Thank you for being here. Let me know what you guys' favorites have been this past month, or what are your current favorites right now. I'm a product junkie and I love shopping and trying people's different favorites, because sometimes there's like things I had never even heard about and they end up being like the most amazing, incredible thing on this world. And so, yeah. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorites are, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.